I'm going to be talking to you today about e-commerce and marketplace opportunities for food brands in the region. The last slot of the day is somewhat of a blessing or a curse. You had a ton of content to look at today. I appreciate that. So I'm going to try and keep it succinct and to the point, and start off with an analogy from Jeff Bezos. As you can imagine, I live and breathe Amazon. I watch what he does a lot. And he believes in the power of three. Power of three, where you're looking at every single day, an enormous organisation. Let's face it, business owners like ourselves, we have a lot to look at. Focus on three decisions and execute them really, really well every day. And if you do that and just cut down your list and focus. So let's look at the power of three in the case of e-commerce opportunities. Well, we've heard from Andrew Fern and others before about the move away from super centres and shopping centres. So there's been a 77% drop overall in shopping. And before COVID, we know that online groceries have switched and been accelerated by COVID from approximately 15% to 27.9%, according to the Food Marketing Institute. Ocado is booming. Amazon's growing its offering into fresh, partnership with Morrison's. Waitrose has jumped on the bandwagon after losing that tie-up with Ocado, and now we've got a partnership with Deliveroo. So all the supermarkets are heavily focused now on online, and they're trying to stave off competition from Ocado and Amazon. So that's a massive opportunity for ourselves, but we also mustn't forget about our own channels. So I'd like to just use a case study of Hill Farm Walls as one of our clients, and they've really benefited from over COVID, because the switch from food service to direct to consumer has been massive for them. Their sales have increased over 400% in the first quarter this year through e-commerce channels like Amazon. Units 392%. And it's true that we've seen across all of our food clients an increase on average of 284% in sales through online channels. And broadly what we're seeing is that trend is tracked up and staying now, even after lockdown was easing. About 2/3 of people are moving in that direction after the event as well. So how can we take advantage of this trend and grow sales? Well, three things. Digital content, looking at, if you haven't already because of COVID, pivot your business to take advantage of new trends, to throw away from wholesaler, as Andrew was saying, and trying to move more to direct to consumer and benefit from those shopping habits. And also about data, the use of data. Many food brands have a surprising lack of data because they have the supermarket or the wholesaler in between them and the end consumer. E-commerce allows us to give us a wealth of data, but we need to leverage it. So let's break down these 3 points. Let's start with content. Well, content overall, majority of shoppers online are on mobile, so we need to think about optimizing content from mobile phones. Now, a lot of food brands will look at point of sale within store or packaging, and this may be an afterthought, but we need to think about that. So mobile optimized, can we read it easily? Is it easily legible on the digital shelf? Is it quick to load? All those good things. Understanding your consumer journey online. So you may have already done SEO, keyword research, for example. Drilling into that and ensuring your copy is mobile optimized, so it will be found and relevant on Ocado, on Sainsbury's online, on Morrison's online, or on Amazon for that matter. And really understand your consumer journey as well. Why would someone want to buy your product? And talk about benefits rather than specifications or features of your product as well. 2, pivot your product offering. We can see the underlying trends, and COVID has accelerated them, but it's only going in one direction. 25 to 35-year-olds, 66% of them said they're actually happy just to go shopping online. So we need to make sure that we're doing that. So think about bulk or convenience rather than single units. So in the case of Hill Farm Oil, 750ml bottles were the best sellers in store in Sainsbury's, for example, but 5 litre and 2 litre plastic bottles online are actually their best sellers. So like Wild Knight said, increasing your average order value makes the logistics and all the additional packaging that you may need work. So think about that. Think about gifting, multi-packs, multi-variants as well. People are more likely to buy more online because they don't want to be doing it every day. They want to do it on every 2 weeks, every month. To look at e-commerce packaging, think about how it's going to be delivered to the end consumer. So not just that we want to stop it from breaking down to a million pieces, clearly, but also how does it look when you open the box? What's the opening experience like as well? Because that will get you reviews and repeat customers. So think about subscriptions as well. So whether that be subscribe and save, or partnerships with Gusto or HelloFresh, or whoever it may be, think about that. And also pivot your business, not just a website, think about click and collect perhaps, or even whether it's partnering up with local farm shops to be in that veg box, or a weekly delivery that people may want as well. Because it's all about convenience at the end of the day. And I'm just conscious time's running up, but also I'll end on data, which is a very important point. Factoid, your salesperson's probably got the most valuable data that you have in the business at the moment. Go and speak to them. What data are you getting from Ocado, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, etc. online? Can you re-engineer that business into your business? Can you use it for NPD? Andrew Fern mentioned earlier on in the day, he's talking about rationalizations of products. That means you have less and less chance to get the right product in the right time in front of a buyer. So if you can use that data and use platforms like Amazon, because there's no buyer in the way, you can test and learn NPD products to show data that this is a winner, guys. This is what consumers want. I've sold 10,000 units online. You've got to stock it in Waitrose, Tesco's, wherever it may be. So just to recap, think about your content, but also in a digital way. It'll also help your social media channels. So things like lifestyle photography are really important as well to support your online listings, but work really well in social. Think about pivoting your offering, how you can be agile in switching your offering. I'm also thinking about your logistics as well. Second lockdown has been rumoured at the moment. Think about stock, where it should be. And also, I don't want to mention the Brexit word, but I will. Think about how you're going to get it onto the continent as well, because that will also be an consideration if you're selling on Amazon in the EU as well. And data. You need to make more of it. And Amazon, Ocado, and your own website are perhaps some of the richest sources of data for your business. Use it, don't lose it.